This has just been such a cool dive so far. I'm sorry, Bruce, go ahead.
I was going to say the shape of the caudal fin, the presence of the anal fin, lack of spines on the fins eliminates a lot of other things.
Bruce, we've got we'll probably have some good stills, so we can definitely send you some of those later.
Yep, that's great. We'll check it out and maybe even send them Chris will look at them, and if nothing else, we can also contact Dave Ebert at Monterey, who would be able to say for sure.
Thanks very much, Bruce. And Chris, both of you.
Oh, no. It's terrifying.
Yeah, and then, as Bruce mentioned, these deep water sand tigers, maybe the common name is a little bit sort of a misnomer, but they're very different than the shallower ones in the Atlantic. And I am familiar with the shallow ones in the Atlantic because one of them tried to bite me one year when I was diving off the Yucatan.
Did you fend it off, Chris? Why tried rather than what happened?
Excuse me, what was that?
You can't just give us that tidbit of a story and not continue. I was wondering how come it tried. Like, did you fend it off? What is this we're looking at? I'm not sure. Chris, it looks like a sponge.
Urchin that doesn't have... Oh, it's a
sponge, yeah.
I was going to say,
see all the little holes in it.
Oh.
I think it's in the genus Geodia.
Right, so not to digress, but tell us your shark story.
Ship is stopped, so okay.
Came up behind me. I didn't see it. It opened its mouth, according to my partner, and I kicked it with my fin, which startled it. And then at that point, I realized something was behind me and was able to fend it off with my spear.
I'll hop out ahead and
wow, smooth.
We'll just make sure Sears is stopped for like 5 minutes in the middle of their talk. Kind of like this. We can.
All right. Hi, folks. So this is Kelly here. I just wanted to let you know that we are going to be stealing Diva and Deb away from you here in about 5 minutes because we've got a live interaction that's going to be taking place at Underwater World Guam. So when they step away, Brian Kennedy will be stepping in to serve as your shipboard sort of science / operations POC. So you're going to continue to use the telecon just like you are now. The dive's going to continue on. You can continue to request close-ups, etc. Just relay those to Brian, and he'll be your point of contact while we go live. And Dave and Deb should be back with you shortly after. It's 1:30 p.m. here, ship time. Okay.
Hi, can I get a ship move of 20 meters at 190 degrees at 0.2 knots? Good copy, thank you.
Did you hear that on shore?
Heard it here.
Check it out.
Thanks, Bruce. How about at University of Hawaii?
Yes, we did.
Video, let's see.
Okay, sounds great. And Brian has just stepped in, so Diva and Deb will still be working with you, but in a few minutes we're going to take them away.
So is this another one of these geoided sponges? And then also some more of the weird tubed scleractinians behind, if that's what they are. Two pretty confusing animals in the view right now, I think.
I'm gonna come just a little wide enough to get the squat lobster.
Sure.
I like Shirley Pomponi's comment in one of our chat room is she may actually take back the identification of Geodia and that it could be a weird spirophorid.
What, like that's any clearer?
Well, it's not clear for us, but it's probably clear for other people. But I like the weird part of it, like not typical.
Okay, video, can we go wide?
Okay, so I need to apologize to Chris and Bruce for saying their shark was not a small tooth sand tiger. I will eat my humble pie right now.
Hey, whatever light that is, it's directly in my eyes. I can't see the left half of my screen.
I'll get it addressed.
Yeah, just move it or turn it off. That's better. I don't know if that's the best plan. So I don't want to sound too hopeful, but the current seems to be improving a little. If it's tidal, it would cycle like every 6 hours. So that'd be nice.
So we have 5 meters left of that move, so in about 5 minutes, Zero should be completely still.
Okay, thank you. The heading does seem to be turning more south. Does that agree with HiPAC?
Yeah, that works out.
Okay. Excellent.
Hello, shore-based scientist. Hey, it's Brian. Sorry, it took us a second to get organized. Where do we want to go now?
So let's just keep going up slope and see if we can get up above 400 meters. If we're doing well and making good time, of course, we can stop and image interesting things.
Okay.
Scott France has a request in for if we see this large white fan again, if we could get a close-up of that. I don't see it at the moment, but we'll keep an eye out.
Copy that.
Also, the geologists still need a rock, so if you see anything that looks angular and possibly basalt-like that isn't glued into the substrate, that would be good too.
All right, so pilots, do you want to put in another move soon, then? Sirius should be pretty settled out.
Stopped. I'm nicely out there, yeah.
Copy that. So we'll go, do we do 200 now?
Let's see. Yeah, my sonar's good.
20 meters at 200?
Looks good to me.
30.
30?
Yeah, 30. 30, I would keep doing 30s.
Bridge, this is Nav. Hi, can I get a ship move of 30 meters at 200 degrees at 0.2 knots?
Just float nicely right in
Good
this
copy,
area.
thank you, Bridge.
Yeah. Ship starts cooking along.
That light's back.
Is that alright, pilot? The lights?
I can just fly with my minute cams, I guess. So I am pretty much on the ridge. I am getting off to your starboard. Next move, we might have to slide you over.
Well, we're going 200 too, so here's... My heading keeps wobbling in the current. So here's 200 is like that. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think. That's 202 actually, but whatever. But it's pretty close. It's definitely meandering.
All right, so we've got a second here with the ship move, so we're going to take a zoom on this sea star right here.
Yep.
Video, zoom.
Go ahead, video. Pilot.
Zoom, please.
Zooming.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot going on there.
So I don't know my sea stars very well, so shore-based scientist. Do you guys have a suggestion on what this one might be?
Now that we know that Chris Ma is watching today, all of us are afraid to fire off an ID.
You know, but if you fire off an incorrect ID, it makes them call in even quicker.
That's true, and it makes the experience more enjoyable for him as well.
I got it here.
Okay.
All right, pilots, I think we're good with the sea star.
Yeah. Just waiting for a call in. Okay, you can go wide.
Pulling out.
Pilots, my view is a little obscured back here. We are kind of looking for a large white Gorgonian fan that we saw a little bit a while ago. We'd like to get a zoom in on, so if you see something, point it out, please.
Okay. I see a large white coral here.
I think it's a pretty definitive fan shape from what I understand.
Hey, Chris.
Okay.
Hey, Chris. What were we just looking at?
Hi, Chris. Afraid of me? People are afraid of me now?
You are kind of the resident expert.
So this looks like a benthopectinid. I think this is something like Chiropter or Lewidiaster. These are sort of an exclusively deep sea group, except in Antarctica. We don't know a lot about them. In fact, a couple of years ago, I had to talk to some people about what they were doing when they were alive, and we had some of the paleontologists thought that they did one thing, and I thought they did another. So seeing them alive like this is very interesting in that sense. It doesn't solve the little bet we had, but it's interesting. This particular one has spines evenly distributed in each armpit, each inner radius, which is how I arrive at the genus.
Nope.
But they all have spines, and they're all that sort of pasty white, deep sea color. So I kind of wish we were actually watching it eating something or something like that, because we really don't know a lot about them other than sort of some of the patterns in like the distribution patterns and things like that. So, but anyway, glad to see something else. That last sort of pentagonal starfish looks like Synthaxter, by the way. The one that we had to
make it look good in the
sort
monitor.
of overlook just as we were passing over.
Or if you exhibit in the upper left of your monitor.
Video, can you unlatch me?
Getting to the waypoint. So,
what were you saying?
But seeing a nice assortment of Goniastrids today, so very happy.
Keep it for Carl. See navigationally right where it is, I think. Sorry.
Thanks, Chris.
I know what you're
Good
saying.
to
hear
your voice again, Chris. It's been a while. See you later. Thanks.
Trying to let Carl.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll give you another opportunity to nail IDs.
Fly over there.
Thanks a lot, Chris, for calling in. We appreciate your expertise as always.
There you go.
So we're going to take a quick look at this more orangey coral right here.
Okay, video.
Chris, is this an Actinella, maybe? Coral?
Yeah, either that or it's an Orstomyces. Les was a little unsure of which one it was.
Pushing in tighter.
All right, I think I'm pretty stable.
Is there a specific view that would help make the distinction?
That's pretty colorful.
Maximum.
Nope, and Scott's saying that I'm wrong. So Scott.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Les said that he's looking for a closed polyp. That would give a clue as to which genus it belongs to.
Pilot, did you copy if you can find a closed polyp?
Are you clear, video? I can tilt up.
Pulling out partial. Closed polyp to the right. I'm sorry, that may be a...
I think I see one top center on the back side, though.
Just poking.
Right hand side of the screen.
Oh yeah, there's one right
Lower
there.
right.
So whichever one this is considered to be among the group of commercially valuable corals as bamboo, although this one would not be as valuable as the corallium or the gold corals. But in any case, this particular bamboo coral, if it's an Acanella for certain, is sort of a host colony that's parasitized by the gold corals, which are very commercially valuable. So you often don't get any, or if you ever get any gold corals coming into an area, you just don't get them coming into an area unless you've got this type of coral present already.
Pulling out for full image.
I haven't been in the control room for about an hour. Have we seen any gold corals yet?
Might have seen one.
I think
none so far.
Okay.
I've been trying to keep an eye out for them. Any chance we could image that white coral that's on the ridge right above the orange coral we just looked at?
Yeah, we should be able to.
Video's clear.
Okay. Okay, I'll get a far shot while I'm here. Video, you can zoom. Copilot, let me know when I have to move.
Ship stopped.
Oh, I see the white one, not the other one.
Ship stopped. Zero shouldn't have any swing left.
There's a lot of orange in the way now.
Got
I'm going to have to, video, you can go wide.
Chris, are you talking about the little branched one in between the two, or the more fan-shaped one in the far back?
No, you got it. The yellow one was what I was talking about.
Okay.
I think I've got a possible guess for it. It'll be interesting to see what some of the others think.
Cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks like there's a slight terrain adjustment too. So
something white on the very top left of the screen.
Let's get a zoom on this while I fly by.
Just as necessary.
Quick.
Looks like a nice little Paragorgia with a commensal ophiuroid to the left there as well. And probably another scorpionfish sitting in between the rocks.
So push ahead.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but that purple is a Victorgorgia?
There's a terrain
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Any zooms in there? Do we want to look at the scorpionfish or the Victorgorgia or anything in there? Or continue on?
If we could take a quick look at that scorpionfish, that could be good. I'm not sure what that is.
Sorry, Bruce, we are moved on.
So that's okay then. Scorpionfish are difficult anyways.
Look at this edge in the Sirius view.
Shoreside, since we're doing this live event, also let us know if you want stream 2 to be changed to the quad split or some other view.
That's a really nice little ribbon of sponge right on the very apex of the ridgeback. Is that same ribbon-like sponge we were seeing earlier today, Chris?
Getting blown up in the air.
Yeah, so this is called, I think, Poecilastra. At least that's what we think it is. We've collected some other ribbon-like sponges similar to this, and they've all been identified as that genus. It's really interesting to see how it's just perfectly lined up right on the edge of that rock formation.
Yeah, Shirley. The current is definitely coming from, looking at the screen, from the right to the left now. So those sponges are very much perfectly lined up to take advantage of the current flow that we're seeing today.
Yeah, look at the Sirius sonar. I think he has to go like a little bit to port, maybe.
It sure looks like we're looking at a fault scarp on the right-hand side of the image that ends in a shelf that has another big scarp on its right side. So it looks like there are ribbon sponges along the edges of all these big scarps here. This is, I think, north side of the ridge, and it looks like it has had a number of collapses with incrementally sort of stair-stepping fault blocks down to the side.
Tilt up a little.
Bridge, this is now.
Okay.
That's an interesting observation, Patty. Thanks a lot. I'm afraid my geological knowledge
Can I get a ship move of 30 meters?
Very
at
deep.
185 degrees at 0.2 knots.
But I'd be interested to see the bathymetry in this area to see if you're right. So we're zoomed in right now on another Victor Gorgia, and you can see the little single claw of a squat lobster coming up.